this summer, there's one Vancouver location in particular that's going to be providing school-age summer care for families in the community. So I'm pleased to welcome on Shanell Clouse, who's a continuous quality improvement specialist with the ECE program. All right, Shanell, thanks for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
So we're here to talk a little bit about ECE and some of the what makes this program unique, in a sense. I think the connection to schools. On that topic, we've got summer here, and so I thought it'd be interesting to hear you talk a little bit about the importance of continuing education during the summer months. So school is out, and now kids are home, or they're doing summer activities. So from your perspective in your role, what are those benefits? What have you seen?
Yeah. So, kids, they come to our program and we're providing, we're open from 6:30 in the morning until 6 in the afternoon, in the evening. And so parents have an opportunity to drop off anytime during that time and pick up during that time. So we're really convenient and everything for families and stuff too, but also at the same time, we're providing a lot of really fun activities for the kids to keep them engaged. What we like to say is we are extending that learning from their school time. And we even do that in the summertime too. It's much different than what you would see in a general education type of learning environment with the seats, with the chairs and everything, their desks. We would be teaching that a lot of that differently. And so, for example, learning math, for the kids, they might be learning math and utilizing their math skills by cooking, doing baking and measuring and things like that. We might be doing science projects and being able to kind of do more hands-on type things, hands-on learning that maybe they wouldn't had an opportunity to do that in their school environment. We might do scavenger hunts outside to go find bugs or something like that, and then find books that really kind of highlighted what that bug was and to talk about it. We give kids an opportunity to really engage in their environments, but we also provide an activity every day for the kids, at least 2 to 3 activities every day for the kids. That's really led by the staff. And it's also developed by the children. We really want the kids to have their own voice in the program. So we listen really carefully to what they're interested in. So if it's like Pokemon, if they're really interested in that for that week, we'll develop a whole week's worth of lesson planning or curriculum that's kind of centered around Pokemon. So, but kind of within that curriculum, we have objectives. And so what do we want the kids to be learning this week? It might be a social skill where they might be learning, we want them to learn respect. And so we would weave that in all of the curriculum that we're doing in our programming for that week.
Yeah, so maybe for the parent that is trying to figure out what can I have my child do during the summer, It sounds like it's sort of finding a balance between, not overloading a young mind when they're, giving them a true break before school in the fall, but, still having those educational elements in there. And it sounds like from what you're describing, those are some really, there's a lot of creative ways you can do that.
Yes, we are fortunate to have a really fantastic group of staff that really work together to want to provide these fun experiences for kids. And we utilize a lot of social emotional curriculum as well in our programs too. So we are, wanting to teach the kids to build those social emotional skills, to learning how to take turns, learning how to be patient and all those things that as adults sometimes we struggle with. So, we definitely are trying, or we definitely have a group of staff that that really recognize that that's something that is really needed, for to teach children. And so again, we are weaving all of that through that. So yeah, we try our best to provide a lot of really fundamental type experiences for children that are learning a lot of these things, that are just learning some of these things, and also make it a really fun experience for them too, to so that they continue to want to keep coming back day in, day out, and they and they go home and tell their families, I had a really great day today, and here's what I did, or be able to go home and show them something that they had done that day too. So, that's what we want, and to tell their friends like, hey, I did this and this was really fun. And, and then their friend wants to come and join too. So
For sure. Yeah. And so the location that you're at, remind folks where that is exactly.
Yeah, so we are going to be, it's called 28th Street Childcare. It's located just off of Burton, kind of over by where the Peter S. Ogden Elementary School is, kind of in that neighborhood. And so we have, I think, 6 classrooms that we're going to be having there. So, and all in that same building.
Great. And so folks that might be interested in that can check out the ECE website. What's another way, good way? Is that the best way for them to?
Yeah, it is right on our the ECE website. There should be an enroll now or get some more information about how to sign your child up for that. And then it will connect directly to our enrollment team and to be able to talk to one of them.
Great. And so, I just want to circle back. We prefaced this conversation with just a little bit of discussion about how your program is a little bit different than a typical childcare because there is a connection to the school districts.
Yes.
So how have you seen that specific element benefit kids?
Yeah, that's great. I think probably the best thing about our program is that we have such a great relationship with our school district partners. We are constantly, I know our directors are constantly in contact with their teachers, with the paraeducators, with principals, secretaries, even the custodian. We are in constant contact with them about their child's progress. Maybe if they've had a particularly rough afternoon and they come into our program, we're able to really connect with that teacher and that teacher can give us, a heads up like, hey, here's what happened, so that we're really prepared and really set up for that success. And so, we can help that child ease into our program a little bit easier to really be able to have a much better afternoon. Or be a little more sensitive to what might be going on. So, it's a really great partnership. And then also we're constantly, talking with the teachers about what they're learning in school too, so that we can extend that learning into our program, making sure that, we're all on the same page for a child to make sure that they succeed in school and in our program.
All right, Shanell Clouse, well, thank you for coming on the show and talking a little bit about your program. And I really like the scavenger hunt idea as sort of a summer activity. I think I'm going to steal that one and go out with my daughter here and do
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you taking the time.
You're welcome. No problem.
All right, that'll do it for this episode of EduSpeak. Thanks for watching. Of course, if you want to see more content like this, hit us up on our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow us there. We're on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe so you won't miss an episode, and we will see you next time.